Hey guys, Camille here, and you know what I was just thinking about? When you start working with a personal trainer, how overwhelming it can all seem. Like there's nutrition, that's a whole battle. Do I eat the same thing? Do I eat different things? Am I tracking my food? Am I weighing my food? How am I recording it? How am I letting you know? And then there's so many other nuances of information that are also super important for a personal trainer. And the longer you train with someone, the longer those issues can kind of be addressed, kind of one at a time as you discover them. But all in all, the more information you can give your trainer, the better that they can help you figure out what's going on. On top of nutrition, there's exercise. A lot of times when you're first working out, you're moving your body from A to B, and you're not really sure what muscles you're using. And I think the longer that you train, especially with a trainer, the more you can specifically develop that mind muscle connection and know with each exercise which muscles you're supposed to be using and how to squeeze them and be actively engaging them during those movements. So you're using the proper muscles in each of your exercises. I think that progresses over time. It's not just about weight loss, it's proper physical, kinesthetic function. So if there's a lot of imbalances that were created, and there's nothing wrong with having imbalances. There's nothing that you did wrong per se. Everything we do as a human is one-sided, so it's very likely that imbalances were sure to happen, but it's our job to pinpoint what those imbalances are and how to fix them and take into consideration what your work environment is like to make sure that that complements the activity you're doing there, making sure we're correcting for what activity is happening at work or lack of activity. So it's so specific to each person. The journey is so different. It's not a complex concept of weight loss, but executing it can be challenging because it involves, working into your daily routine, and you're working with family members and coworkers and other people. And it can take a lot of preparation. Instead of being reactive, now we're trying to be proactive, but sometimes when we go to flip that switch, that can be a little bit of a tough transition to go from, oh my gosh, there's a problem, now we need to start being proactive about it. There's kind of a lump we have to get over, and it's a slow process. It took a long time to get to that point. Even though weight loss can happen more rapidly than fat loss, it still can take a long time to add excess weight to your body. You don't get fit or fat overnight. So it's a mountain you have to climb, and I was just thinking about how exhausting that feeling was, knowing that meal after meal after meal after meal, I'm going to have to make good choices, and every meal. And the more meals that I could make good choices, just the faster that I could get towards where I wanted to go. And I don't think people realize that when they look at their weight loss journey, that they are looking at a period of life that they're going to have to drastically change different elements so that we get a different result, but also recognizing that at some point there is going to be a place where we do lose the weight that we want to lose, and now we are looking for more of a maintenance or, calorie maintenance place that we want to maintain for the rest of our lives. So movement may increase past what we're going to maintain at in the future, and calories may dip lower than where we're going to maintain in the future. But we're trying to get to a certain point so that we can get our bodies to adapt in the right direction and maintain our body weight with eating higher calories and having lower body fat and feeling the benefits of all the exercise, head clarity and hormone flush and all those benefits. And now more than ever, it makes a bigger difference. Being fit and in shape is not just about being good looking for Instagram. This is actually your health, and the better you feel, the better your body is going to look, the clearer your skin is going to look, and the better energy you're going to have, and the easier it's going to be to maintain a positive headspace. If you're working on personal development, a lot of that stuff takes extra calories and extra brain work and effort, and if you're being fed good, clean, high nutrient food, then that's going to allow it to be an easier time for your brain to continue to develop and progress in those areas as well as your physical areas. So they help each other out. If you can remember why you're choosing to eat the way you're choosing to eat, it can be really easy to fall into that. The complainer's a victim when you're on a diet and how eating healthy sucks and I love my cookies. And at the end of the day, though, we choose the path that we're going on, and we choose how we get to talk about that path. And I challenge you to just not be afraid to change the way you've talked about something in the past. It doesn't matter if you've told a story to someone in the past about how much you love cookies and you could never go on a diet. If you change your mind now and you value your health more than those cookies at the office, then that's fine. It's fine that you go back on your word because you can defend it in honor of your health and your future self. So just be aware that sometimes your values can shift and you prioritize different things now, so different things may be true to you. So it's always important to remember to refresh those values and figure out what is important to you, so that it's really clear, and decisions become more clear once you know what is the most important thing to you. I competed at a bodybuilding show during most of my times of weight loss, so I knew my ultimate goal. I had a timeline, and there was a lot of strategy involved, but I would look at general weight loss from a place that we would want to, bring our calories down as we bring our movement up, and it would be in a similar fashion. It's just how extreme do you want to go with it? That's your own personal choice. I personally find the easiest way to achieve balance is to go to the extreme and then dial it back. So hopefully that was helpful. And thanks for listening. I totally get it. All right. Talk to you next time.